the Nephilim. Spawn of angels and demons. Warriors, relentless, unstoppable, blood mad. Until they were betrayed by 4 of their own. War, death, fury, and strife. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Inconceivable power was bestowed upon the traitors by those sworn to maintain symmetry twixt order and chaos. The Charred Council. Bear witness as the Council holds court to end the Nephilim War in the name of balance. This is the new pact. War, bringer of worldwide fire. You are the juggernaut of all pain. Death, dark soul of eternity. You are the deepest decay. You are anti-life. Strife, endless spirit of timeless unrest. You are all that is unsettled in the hearts of that which lives and breathes. And finally, fury, terrible engine of rage. You are the machine that...
Are we to waste our time on ceremony, or are we to fight?
Step forward and recognize, horseman. You are the most impatient of your kin. The least predictable, dancing on the edge of your own reality. Your brothers understand the undertaking set before them. But do you?
Still talking! Shall I have Death fetch us some tea, or can we get on with it?
Fury, your role in this story is yet to be written. I wonder, will you light the flame of creation anew? Or stomp out the embers for good?
So here's a sequel I never actually thought we would get. Darksiders Part 3, Dark Souls Edition.
Dark Souls!
99 Souls! Yes, I like Pirates of the Caribbean movies, get it up you. This really is just a reskin Dark Souls with Darksiders mythos thrust up its fucking arse cheeks. And here, this is where I might actually do a separate video about this, but the trend chasing really pisses me off. Now things like that normally wouldn't bother my bum cheeks, but I'm seeing it a lot, and a lot of these new games, these fantasy style games that I want to play, I'm skipping over them, because every time I see a new one it's like, well, that's just fucking Dark Souls again, isn't it? Like, take this game, take a lot of games, even Assassin's Creed do this. They've moved the action button for X to swing your weapon to RB and RT. What the fuck is that? You can change it back to classic, but it just doesn't change the feel of combat. It just moves the fucking action button back to X. Ooh. And like I say, loads of games are guilty of this. God of War, all the new fucking Assassin's Creed games do it. Then you've got games like Hellpoint, Mortal Shell, some other pish that I can't remember. It's like Dark Souls begins and Undoctrine and something that begins with an un, right? An un. Then you look at Darksiders 3 again and you're like, right, cool. So it's going to be a Dark Souls clone. Wow, that's just fucking smashing. Everything we had that was great about the second game we're going to take out of it. So there's no more loot, no more fucking money. We're back to the Souls again for currency, but it's not just currency. It's also how you level up your character, so you can grind it. And in the same way in Dark Souls, if you die or if you go back to an area you've just been in, everything respawns, and it's just, you can grind. Even the items that appear in the ground are like fucking Dark Souls, are like wee wisps of flame. You're like, that's just ripped for Dark Souls. Then you've got the Vulgarim spots which just act like your fucking bonfires, like Dark Souls. Or another one that's like Dark Souls is Jedi Fallen Order, but at least that's an original franchise. This is 3 games deep into a fucking franchise, okay? Don't change everything 3 games deep, you pricks. Especially what you had before was far fucking better. In my humble opinion, up your arse. But it's my opinion and I think I'm right. And if I think I'm right, that means I think you're wrong if you have an opposing opinion, right, you prick? All joking aside, though, I do find the changes, you know, fucking a bit mind-boggling and a bit annoying. It hasn't stopped me loving the game. Well, maybe not loving the game, but I do really enjoy it. So take that for what you will. But I thought I would open your eyes and let you know what's actually changed. And how I think that change is completely fucking needless. And the way that I know that as well is that I'm not the only person that's complained about such things. I don't quite go as far as other folks saying that the game's terrible, because it's far from terrible. It's just, it feels like Darksiders 2 is a step forward and 3 is definitely a step back in many, many ways. The levels aren't as open, but the graphics are gorgeous, do you know what I mean? So, and the locales are nice, and we're back on Earth again. It feels a lot more like the first game again. And just about every way apart from the Dark Souls shite. Yes, not every game needs to be extremely difficult to the point of utter fucking frustration where I don't want to play it anymore. This game is very hard. It's very, very difficult. I'm playing this on story mode. You know, the mode that's supposed to just basically ferry you from one end of the game to the next without too much fuss. I've died a number of times, and this is the easiest fucking mode there is. Look, I'm getting old and I'm a grumpy bastard, right? I've also got a really sore neck. I think it's a trapped nerve, so this might be boiling into my anger a wee bit here, but not every game needs to be a fucking endurance test, okay? Alright, pricks. And yes, by that metric, not every game needs to be a fucking walk in the park either. How about something called fair challenge, eh? How about that? What, is there something wrong with that or something? No, aye, do you not like it? Does everything have to be super hard? See, you fucking Soulsborne people. Pity. It mustn't have difficulty options or it invalidates the game. It invalidates my experience. You know, the game would have to be redesigned. So what you're basically telling me that Dark Souls games are just fucking really poorly designed then? So if they weren't hard, they wouldn't be worth playing? That's a mark of a shite game, by the way. And I've played a lot of Souls-like games. That is the mark of a shiter. Okay? But I do think Darksiders is worth ploughing into. Sometimes it's nice just to ruffle feathers, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody will be watching this video right enough, because nobody does. I mean, I think I get very, very unlucky with my algorithm. I swear a lot, so swearing is just the fucking crux of it. Anyway, so you go Fury, and we're finally 5 minutes into the video and we're actually going to talk about the fucking game. You go Fury, and you've been tasked by the Charred Council to find and destroy the 7 deadly sins, because they've escaped in all this stramash, you know, fucking, it's a terrible time for Earth. I mean, humans are extinct, no bad thing if you ask me. Fucking heaven and hell are at each other's throats. I thought that was like every other day anyway, apart from Sunday. They all got a wee lion on a Sunday. The Child Council, a bunch of stupid fucking faces carved out of rock. They must be really grumpy, they can't move. And then you've got the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse that betrayed their own kind for some reason. Now, it said in the intro that the Nephilim were unstoppable and their own kind destroyed them. It doesn't sound unstoppable to me. That sounds quite stoppable. Ah yes, they're an unstoppable force. So where are they? They're all dead. Okay, that... what?
You fucking roaster.
And the first one you'll face off against is envy, and then you'll get gluttony and cannibal arseness and smelly bastardness. Is that a fucking deadly set? Fucking should be. Cunts that don't wash then go out in public should be shot down with a fucking fire hose or something and then scrubbed clean. Smelly fuckers. Sorry. I'm not wearing any fans today. Look, if you're fully able-bodied and you can be asking out the house, please just put on a bit of deodorant at the very least. Think of everybody else around you. I don't want to smell 10-week-old pish stains, okay? Good. And Fury, we'll talk about the game again, Fury's weapon of choice is a whip. So very, very saucy. And even, this game feels even more like a Castlevania game because now I've got a fucking whip. You do get other weapons, but you'll get other forms as well. They're called hollows. And I have 2 at the minute. I've got a fire one and an electricity one. The electricity one lets me hover, and it gives me an electric staff. And the fire one lets me walk through puddles of lava and such like. It gives me fire weapons that set things on, well, fire. There's also a witch mode if you manage to do a perfect dodge like in Bayonetta, and slows down time and you'll get like a power move. Very handy and very, very good to pull it off. I highly recommend this. She doesn't have a block, it's just dodging, and she'll do cartwheels in the air and things like that. It's very, 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 very smart looking. And yeah, they just steal things for every game in this one, don't they? Dark Souls! Bayonetta! What else? Fucking Darksiders. I think the budget for this game is smaller, that's why it's not as big as 2, but I just want another game like 2. I'd like Darksiders 4, technically 5, to be like a big fucking huge massive honky donkey open world, and you get to select which horseman you go. Do you want to go war? Do you want to go death? Do you want to go strife or fury? I want to go fucking death actually, but I'd like have specific moments you need each one for. Then they could maybe sell figurines and cost you another arm and a leg. Pricks. Stop giving them ideas, fanny boys. The Toys to Life genre died years ago. Let's fucking leave it there along with Guitar fucking Hero. And one day I hope to see Call of Duty in that pile as well. But I'd like the 4th, 5th game to be bigger and, like, you know, get a choice of characters. And loot. And lots of progression and lots of fucking death and destruction. And yes, and on lots of different planes. Maybe even have secret characters you can go like the makers and that, and fucking like make things, build bases and fucking... I'm going to stop. Building bases is a fucking slippery slope. We don't want this game turning into fucking Fallout 4 or Fallout 76. No, come on. Aye, stop it. Stop it now. Tower defense would be nice though. Something like that. Just something, just think. Ideas. Throw the kitchen sink into it, please. But just bring us the fucking game so we can finish this off. And I'd like a game where all horsemen are in the one fucking title. I think they are all in 3, but not till the end. I've seen pictures, right? Fuck you. Yes, I like the locations in the game. They're just really nice. They're really bloody nice. Okay, they're smashing. The characters are fucking insane looking as well. I love the designs in all of them. Brilliant. Just, aye, it's a stellar standout. It's very creepy looking. Some of them are really daft looking with big fucking things in their back. I don't even know who the fuck that's supposed to be. Kind of reminds me of fucking Transformers movie. Dark of the Moon. The fucking other. Revenge of the Fallen, see the guy that is the big plane? I don't know, for some reason just reminds me of him. It's weird. Stop talking, Craggs, and go on with the show, will you? Aye, okay! Happy Halloween, everybody. Up your arse. Aye, so to level up in this game, you need to go to Vulgrim and gain souls, and for those amounts of souls, however thousands it'll be, you'll get upgrade points. You don't do that by just playing the game like any normal game. You have to buy your upgrade points. So if you can afford it, you can upgrade fucking infinitely, and you'll have 3 sections to upgrade. You will have your health, your attack damage, and your arcane, which is your magic. And then you can take little bits of metal to one of the fucking makers. Time to meet your maker. That's pathetic. And they'll upgrade your weapons and your amulets and all sorts of things. And aye, it's a good time. It's a good game. I really liked it. I just think it's an inferior title to its predecessors. More so the second one. I think it's more on par with the first. In fact, I think I like it a little bit more than the first, because the first game's combat's a little too simplistic for my taste. And I prefer the combat in this one, even if it is Dark fucking Souls. Okay then, well that's me had my say on this beast. Buy it if you like. You'll pay buttons for it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. I don't care, don't come crying to me if you don't like it though. I'm all kidding on. Tell me everything you think. I want all your opinions, good, bad, ugly. Just don't moan that Fury's a woman because she's always been female in the Darksiders series, okay? And seeing as they are... Oh, but in the Bible, the horses are the apocalypse. Bible's no real, it's a piece of fucking fiction, okay? Horsemen of the apocalypse don't actually exist. Okay, they don't actually exist, so don't hit me with that shite either, alright? Right, I'll see you on the next one.
Music to my ears.
Feel the burn of living the
Dismembering angels. We all need a hobby. I hope you've left something for me. I'll try not to enjoy this too much.
Fighter crawl, witch!
Oh,
That is unfortunate.
Rampage! Your master summons you! We ride! Rampage! Get up! Mistress!
It's funny what you remember in between screams. My siblings used to refer to you as the dumb one. Yes! The harder you fight, the stronger I
I'll
get.
tear you apart!
Oh, you think you're angry? You barely scratched the surface.
Then let me dig deep! We were set up. War. The others. There are greater forces at work here. Watcher, help.